Hello, I'm Genesis and I bet you this Funko Pop that you are reading. Today I'm going to talk about vaping. I think by this point we all know what vaping is, but if there are children watching this video, please ask your parents. Vape, that electronic cigarette that nowadays most young people and adults use. But the main topic today will be to talk about the impact of vaping on respiratory health. For this, I will be helped by a mime that I met yesterday. And don't worry if you don't understand my drawings, they are an atom of abstract art, so I will be explain what each one of them represents. So get started. First, let's go to talk about the origin of vaping. This drawing was the first model created in 1930 and was never commercialized. And the first vape that began to be sold was another model, and it was created in 1979. Actually, the first modern model of vape was created in Beijing in 2003. Now, let's talk about the evolution of vaping. In the drawing, we can see three different models. Let's start explaining each one. This one here, as you can see, in its packaging it says smokeless cigarette vape. It was created in 1979 and it was the first one to be commercialized. Apparently, it was something like an invention for people to smoke less. Let's continue with this other drawing. It may not make sense, but this was the first modern precursor of the modern vape pen. It was created just like the vapor in 1979. Finally, this drawing represents a type of vape created and improved between the years 2005 and 2013. It was a patented nicotine and salt device. This one had cartridge and likewise it was marketed. We move on to talk about the physiology of lung injury from vaping. And it is based for two main aspects that I will be explaining. The aerosol vaping has potential pro-inflammatory effects for all the respiratory system. In the respiratory tract, decreased in mutation and response to infection. The clinical aspects of vaping, this is quite simple to explain because as vaping is relatively new on the market or shop, there is no exact knowledge of whether if it is bad or not, but scientists have come to say that the odds of vaping being good or bad are equal, talking about the consequence. Speaking of the consequence of vaping, let's talk about what this drawing means. This represents the future direction that will be made on the conveniences of vaping. That is, it will be possible to know if the vape causes respiratory diseases or some degradation in the airways or lungs. This drawing represents the future guidelines or rules that over the years they will be. That is, all those recommendations that will be given to not have a respiratory effect because finally let's talk about the last two drawings and I will be talk about them like if they were a drawing because the explication is a little bit short. Those drawings talk about how science will analyze more and more the vape and begin to draw consequence, benefits, and all kinds of data for the society that use vape. And in the last drawing is mentioned as a large percentage of the vape population. That is to say, all the use that the baby is currently having. As a curious fact, in 2019, 25% of the students used vape, and I'd not be surprised that this year the percentage is higher. Okay, that is all. Thank you for watching.